Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is the situation battle for last week and next week on PSN, weekends of course. Uh, the Battle of Axis. I'm pretty sure we are on the Haman side of the Neo-Zeon Civil War here. We've got Zaku 3 Custom, Gamal, Kajamur Finn, the Gaz LNR, and me and the Regelgu. And the other side, I'm not sure of the exact suits, but I'm pretty sure there's a Bawu and a bunch of Dovin Wolves at the very least. Yeah, I think I was just targeting the Bawu there for a second. But Regelgu is a good suit. It has, in its default configuration, it has an EPAC beam rifle, which has a grenade launcher attached. It also has a grenade launcher in its arm and a small missile rack that can be fired while boosting, which is, in terms of just sheer utility, in my opinion, still one of the best weapon types in the game. But, yeah, one of the things that the Regelgu has going for it is the fact that its grenades are basically kind of opposites in terms of how they're used. It has one that's very slow to ready up that fires really quickly, and then the one on the rifle is faster to ready up, but the grenade itself fires much more slowly. Which, it's the one on the rifle is fairly standard in terms of grenade, ready up speed and, projectile speed. So that does actually give you the opportunity to mix things up and make it a little bit more predictable as to how easy it is to deal with your grenades. And also just if you use the slow readying fast flying grenade and follow it up with the other one, you can chain stuns relatively well. But yeah, I like I said, I like the Regelgu. The one problem I did encounter is, of course, situation battles draw from whichever quick swap set you have active. So since I apparently last time I was using the Regelgu on this account was using it with the Gelgug rocket launcher that the high mobility Gelgugs use, kind of means that I did not have the quick swap for the rifle grenade. So, yeah, a little bit of like old-fashioned, swap manipulation here. You'll see me just at some points change to the arm grenade and then quickly swap over to the rifle grenade, which is the next one in rotation. It can't hurt to be, relatively familiar with your weapon rotation like that in case, you do have that problem. But yeah, of course, there is no way to let you, set up your quick swaps without spoiling what mobile suit you'd be using. So that's just kind of part and parcel of how situation battles end up working. It also had not occurred to me before that the Dovin Wolf has a much easier time charging its Mega Beam cannon in space. That may not be the exact right terminology, but, it's from Zeta or Double Zeta, which means that there's, some combination of the words high hyper mega beam launcher and cannon in there. But, oh yeah, also possibly mega bazooka launcher, which, again, I'd love to see a space map where that is like a vehicle other suits could use. But it seems like, vehicles, both for mobile suits and for people, have kind of fallen out of vogue because they definitely don't contribute a lot to the gameplay, and in terms of tanks and wappas and things, having people tool around in those rather than stick with their team can end up being very disruptive. So I kind of understand it, but I would still love to see more vehicles in the game. But yeah, of course, the Dovin Wolf, among everything else, besides having a lot of really good weapons that can be used at a pretty good distance, very tanky in terms of stuns. It is a little bit hard to stop them. Yeah, as you can see, there are a lot of Dovins. I think there's at least 3 on the enemy team, plus a Bawu, plus something else. Oh yeah, I forgot these were 6v6 teams too, so yeah, probably a couple something else's. Well, we'll find out at the end, but this is the only side I've wound up on so far. I think there might be a Gallus J on the other side, though, and that was just absolute luck that I did not get shot by either of the support fires going by, because as you can see, there were 2 volleys going in opposite directions. I understand, in terms of, positioning, why it's not possible for those to come from the carrier ships, but Be kind of neat if they could, honestly. But I'm always thinking at some point about things that the game could add or do differently or whatever. But again, just I understand also that just yeah, adding more mobile suits does take precedent because there's hundreds of the things now. So yeah, that's fine. The it turns out I did not realize when I was doing the update for the week that you have 2 weeks to do the missions to get the gun cannon heavy arms type. I got the level 1, and I'm definitely going to get the level 2 if I can, because yeah, it is a lot of fun. And it has a special skill that is its version of overfeed actually makes it harder to stun while it's rapid reloading its weapons. So yeah, that thing's going to be pretty good, I think. And it's definitely fun to use. So, yeah, if you like gun cannons or if you like supports, it's worth getting. But meanwhile, we are, with 2 minutes left, very, very slightly ahead, like half of a kill at most. So, that's not a very good lead. So, I'm going to have to jump back in there and hopefully do something useful, which, not quite a first, but some rounds it feels like it. I think I've been doing all right, though. But yeah, like I said, Regelgu is good. I wish I had had the right quick swaps, but I think I performed relatively well considering. And let's see, what else we got here? See, that Bawu is nearly dead. Okay, there's a Zaku 3 on the other team. I just saw that, so. And that's another Dovin that just went down. Yeah, it's actually kind of scary to some degree to have this many Dovin wolves on the team, because like I said, unless you're focusing them or good with build stun, they are kind of hard to stop. So, yeah, someone's saying fall back. We do have a slight lead with a minute to go. I don't think it's bad advice, but since they have time to spawn back in and pursue us to the base, since we only have 1,000-point lead, if we can get these last couple of low health people before we pull back, it would be a good thing. Missiles out. Somebody else got the kill. That's fine. And yeah, now it's time to start falling back, in my opinion. But that's my opinion now. My opinion when I was playing, obviously, was keep fighting, because yeah, we really need to get a stronger lead if we can, because we are 101 points ahead, or 1,001. 1,001? Yeah, numbers. But yeah, this may be a loss. I don't remember it was or not, but boy, we are really low. I was surrounded. I'm surprised I didn't send sorry, but yeah, just like the team got wiped, which is easy to do when the enemy can respawn in front of you and you're respawning like halfway across the world. But yeah, I think this is going to end up having been a narrow loss. That said, at least it was a narrow loss. As I've, said before, sometimes I'd rather have a narrow loss than a runaway win in terms of just satisfaction. So, and yeah, I was a full third of the team's score, 5494. 9 kills, 3 deaths, and 70,000 damage. I'll take that. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! Also, don't forget that while the fall festival thing is going, we are also getting extra crates every day. I think it's an extra 5, so the minimum you can get, I think, is 7, and the most you'd be able to get, if I'm right about that number, which no guarantees, it's in the update video for the week. Thank you, Brain. But yeah, if it is, it's like the maximum per day if you got the platinum would be like 11. I think I may be a couple numbers off here, but yeah, it's it's since you have to get a certain number of rounds to get the gun cannon anyway, it is not a bad time to be sitting in AB rooms trying to soak up crates.